Brought to you by Gospel of God's Grace Ministries.
I want to share with you a very important message concerning time. Because most of us, we don't get it right with time. Our belief is that there is plenty time. So that is why every time when you're supposed to be doing the assignment, you keep on postponing it. When you have to read, you postpone because you believe that there's still time. When it's time for you to dress up in the morning, wake up, take a bath, and rush to school, you delay. Say, when your alarm rings, you keep postponing it with 5 minutes, with 5 minutes, with 5 minutes, until you find yourself what? Late. Is it true or not? So this misconception about life causes us to be behind in a lot of things. I believe the example that I just mentioned is your problem, yes? Most of the time when your clock rings in the morning, what do? The alarm. You set another 5 minutes, you say, just a nap. Only 5 minutes won't kill anything. Yes? And by the time you reach the very time you have said, you postpone it again and postpone it again. Some of you, it's a war. World War III for you to wake up because your father will come with a shambok. Your mother will come with this just to wake you up. But why are you behaving that way? The thing is, you believe that there is plenty of time. And that is a misbelief. That is, you don't believe right. When you have to be doing the assignment, you know, when you get home, the first thing you have to do is to do the house chores. Help your people with cleaning, washing the basins and plates, and make sure that your uniform is right. Is it true or not? That's the first thing you have to do when you get home. Before you go, check your neighbor, your brother, your friend elsewhere in the neighborhood. Before you do all these things, the first thing you have to do is to make sure that you help your people there at home. Clean the yard. Make sure that the plates are clean there. You wash them nice. Is it true or not? After that, you now go to your school uniform. Check your shoes if they are fine. Because most of you, the time that you'll be doing your school shoes is 10 minutes before you leave your house. That's when you start to take your shoes. That's a very bad spirit. You have to learn to prepare yourself well in time. And the time you reach home, that is the very time that you're supposed to be doing your school uniform. You're supposed to be doing the house chores. Are you listening to what I'm saying? Yes. But most of the time, by the time you get home, you begin to get your you call it music what? Yeah? MP3 player. You get the music. You begin to dance. You begin to dance. You go to the television. You check what's going on the television. And all these things that you watch on TV, all these things that you listen to, they do not help your academics anyways. I have never seen and yet to see, and I know it will never happen, when you come across an examination and they'll be asking who is the author of this song. And they are saying the song, Kill Me. And in the examination paper, they are saying, who's the singer? Have you ever come across such a question at school? No. But these are the things that you give most of your attention. You will never see in any examination paper where they're asking, what's the new movie? Have you ever seen a question like that one? Where they ask, who is the starring in such and such movie? But these are the things that every time you want to see what's the new movie, who is the superstar this time, who's rocking the industry of movies. And if somebody asks you about the movie that just came out last week, you are ready to answer. If they're going to ask you what is the latest song of, I don't know, your people there, you will answer them. And if they ask you to give the lyrics from A to Z of a particular song, you are ready to write it by heart. But if somebody asks you about physics and what you have learned at school, and can you write it by heart? Can you just stand up and answer the teacher and begin, whatever you taught yesterday, you begin to say it by heart without looking at the paper and this and that. Can you do that? No. Can you do that? No. You know why? All these things are inside you. You have the ability of taking, is it textbook? Huh? Yes. Whatever you are reading there, you have the ability of catching it by heart, not to cram. There's a difference between cramming and take it by heart. You have ability of taking the yesterday's lesson by heart and know it. And know it. And the next day when the teacher asks you, you stand up and begin to say it without even blinking. So most of your time, you spend it in things that are not helpful for your present, even for your future. You are not going to see any company advertising that we are looking for somebody who is very advanced in lyrics, somebody who is very advanced in songs, somebody who is very advanced in movies, somebody who knows movies from A to Z. You have never seen anywhere in any newspaper. What does that tell you? Whatever you are spending most of your time on and in is not helpful at all. It cannot help you now, and it will not help you tomorrow. So what is my message? My message is this. I want you to write what I'm saying. My message is this. It is time for you people to divert your attention from where it has always been to your academics. What do I mean where it has been always? Movies, songs, lyrics, masturbation, pornography, all these things. When you are at school, at home, you shut your door in your bedroom. Your parents believe that you are learning, whereas you are watching pornography. You are busy scrolling through your cell phone. What are you looking at there? Pictures of naked girls? Stop filling your heart and your mind with trash. And fill your heart and your mind with things that will help you now and now after. Now and tomorrow. Here, your present and your future. Divert your attention from where it has always been. Who's the coolest chick here in school? All these things, they won't take you anywhere. Whether you know the most beautiful girl ever, whether you came across her, whether you spoke to her or not, it will not help you anyways when you get to the exam room. And even in your future, today people who were the coolest guys at school, today they regret badly. Badly. I came across a lot of people who were cool guys at school. I met them, most of them regret. When you see them, they are not admirable. They will not give you what you are looking for. Whatever they did then did not help them in their present by then, and it's not helping them today. When you feed your heart with things that are beneficial, in your future, when I say your future, it can be tomorrow, it can be the exam time, it can be next week, it can be next month. After you feed your heart, then your heart will now take over to move you. You'll have a smooth journey in your academics. When you feed your heart with your academics, when you marry your books, when you do what you are supposed, before you know it, you will leave it for your spirit. By the time you get to the exam room, it is your spirit now that will bring everything that you need and set it before you. When a question comes, without scratching your head, you answer. Another question comes, without scratching your head, you answer. Or if you come across one that you forgot, your spirit is so powerful to remember everything that has ever came in here. You pass it, you go to the next one, you pass it to the next one. Before you finish 5, 6 questions, your heart will tell you, get back to that question. When you get back to it, then you've got the answer. So that is the power of your spirit. I don't know if you have ever noticed, many of you on your notebooks, You know there are things that you normally write on the first page. Huh? Yes. The things that you normally write on your notebook are the things in your heart. Some of you will be writing the Spider-Man. Or you begin to draw a web. Or you begin to draw Hercules. Or you begin to write some funny, sweary words there. Those are the things that you are writing. Those are things in your heart. You will be in a time of which you are not doing anything. It's study time. There is no teacher. And you just want to pass time. Maybe you are left 10 to 15 minutes before, the school comes to an end. So you are there. You say, oh, what can I do? What can I do? I'm waiting. I want to go. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Before you know it, you drew the picture of marijuana there. So this marijuana, the reason why you drew it there at a time of which you are not doing anything, that is the thing that occupied your heart. Or you begin to write the name of a girl or a boy. Where your heart is now, there is no future and there is no life. Where your heart is now, there is no life there. Girls, Facebook, Twitter, you name it, movies, songs, R&B, hip-hop, rap, all these things, they are a mere entertainment, but they are messing up your future. They're just meant to entertain you. But Satan is not entertaining you with R&B, with hip-hop. Satan is feeding you. There is something that Satan is pushing through your throat. Through the music you are listening to. There is something that Satan is feeding you with. The words that are being used there, as we are listening to it, na 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 na. You know, when you're listening to this music, you begin to na 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 na. You pause the song and then you try it by yourself. Na 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 na. And the words you are now saying is very words. Your mind, you are filling your mind with trash. Where your attention is now, I don't see life and I don't see future. In order for you to divert your attention from where it is, you have to make new friends. You cannot divert your attention from where it is, your heart. You cannot pull it out from where it is if you are still keeping the same friends. It is time for you to make a decision that will determine your life. The decision that I want you to take today, many of you here, it will determine your after school. Do you know what I mean by your after school? Yes. Now you are in the midst of guys and girls. You are making noise. But after school, all these people, you will never see them. You will now find yourself in your own world. If you are poor, you are poor. If you are not working, you are not working. You will not see anybody coming close to you, a group of people saying, we are all unemployed. There is no such. If your friends happen to pass to the tertiary and you are left behind, that is a good separation. The fact that they're at the tertiary and you are left out is a good separation between you and them. They will never call you again. I'm just talking about little things. I'm talking about school. I'm talking about music. I'm talking about friends. I'm talking about movies. I'm talking about your behavior. I'm talking about the way you treat yourself at school, the way you treat yourself at home. You may look at them and say, oh, this is not much, prophet. Do you believe that music can really destroy my future? Yes. I don't believe. I know. I know that music can mess your future up. I've come across people here. Even you see them. Every time they come here, they say, I was saying A material, but now, if not this PPS, I was getting D. By the grace of God, when I came to PPS, that's when I came to my senses. I stopped all this trash music. I stopped all this trash movies. I stopped this. I stopped boyfriends and girlfriends and all this nonsense I was into. And I came into the things of God. And because of that, I have improved a lot in my academics. You saw them. I'm not teaching you what I don't know. Get me. I don't see Christianity as a religion, but Christianity is a lifestyle. Many of you believe that if you're a Christian, you'll be outdated, you'll be behind. Don't do this, don't do that. It seems a prison. There is no such. Christianity is a lifestyle. It's a life with discipline and character. And it's a life with a very bright future. So don't begin to think that people will begin to say to call you pastor, or they call you bishop, or they call you a prophetess, or they call you a Mam Ruti. I know people will begin to mock you. Is it true or not? And then, Mam Ruti, Mam Ruti. Pastor, people will mock you. But don't worry. Don't worry about what they say. Don't worry about what they say. You know the result chart. The result. The chart that they said the result there. The paper, yes. The board. Yes. Will say if Mamuriti got it right or the hip-hop star got it right. By the time when they announce on BTV, on Radio Botswana that, hey, the results are now out. All of you, whether Mamuruti or hip-hop star, you'll have to go before the board and check it out. Or go through the net and check your name. So that is the time that you begin to see that, it worked for me. People called me Muruti, but look at what Muruti did for me. I'm an A material. I'm the only merit. Hip-hop stars, they are not proceeding. They are not going anywhere. Look, there are things that you will do now that will be painful. Because people will believe you're outdated. People will mock you. People will call you this. People will call you that. When people go to the pub, the bar, they look at your face. They cannot see. They will be looking around searching for you. They cannot see you. The next morning they meet you. They say, Neroko Mnyake, where were you? You say, Mnyaka, I was at church. People say, church. And don't worry about that. That is not a big deal. The big deal comes when the results are out. I don't know if somebody's getting me. Yes. The big deal comes when the results are now out. Yes. We will now see if clubbing helps. But by the time people mock you, you are more likely to misjudge yourself. Misjudge yourself because people mock you, because people think you are stupid, people think you are foolish. Don't misjudge yourself by the time you sacrifice. It's like when a woman is pregnant. When a woman is pregnant, they seem awkward. You look at them the way they walk, they get tired very easy. Is it true or not? It's a painful time. The way they sit down, they don't sit down, like a normal person. They cannot just sit down like this. The way they sit, they want to accommodate their pregnancy. They cannot wear that skin jean anymore. They have to be wearing big stuff. And big stuff seems to be old-fashioned. If you are wearing a big dress like that, you know that she used to be a very lady with skin jean. And now she's wearing this big stuff. She seems like an old woman. In that time, people may mock a woman who's pregnant. Yes. But not until she gives birth. By the time she gives birth, everyone, even those who are mocking, when they see the pretty baby, bouncing baby, they begin to say, oh, Nana, oh, Nana. Hey, it's not Nana. It is the time I went through. That pregnancy period, the painful period, that is the period of which brought this child. So when you look at your people, when the exams are out, when they say, oh, congrats, you say, no, it's not congrats now. You are supposed to congratulate me yesterday. When I stopped going to the bar, you are supposed to say congrats. When I told you that I'm not dating, you're supposed to say congrats. When I told you that no marriage, you are supposed to say congrats. Not now, because it is the painful sacrifice of yesterday that brought about the marvelous and brilliant results you are looking at. Take your time from now through your examination as a pregnancy period. You cannot eat anything, just anything you eat everything. You cannot see a pregnant woman in the bar beginning to jump unless if she's stupid. Am I true? You cannot see a pregnant woman taking alcohol unless if she's crazy. There are things that you can take and things that you can take. Once they discover you're pregnant, they tell you, are you taking alcohol? Please stop alcohol. Otherwise, you'll destroy this kid. You destroy this pregnancy. So if you now look at yourself now as a pregnant boy, pregnant girl, academically, pregnant academically. Say, I'm pregnant academically. So your pregnancy prohibits a lot of stuff. No alcohol, no marijuana, no dating, no Facebooking, no trash music, no movies. It's pregnancy. Because if you begin to take alcohol, if you begin to be dating, if you begin to spend your time with movies, you are more likely to abort your what? Your pregnancy. Our focus now, everything that will be of help in October, November, December to some of you, that is what we are into. And anything that is more likely to disturb you in October, November, December should be cut. Because our focus now, examination. But when we say your focus is on examination, it doesn't mean that by the time we reach October, that's when we begin to pray, oh Father, you by your miracle, I count myself with the living water, cha 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 cha, oh cha 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 cha. Every answer I will know. If I don't know, the Holy Spirit will answer for me. You are playing. You are crazy. You are crazy. Oh, by the time you reach October, that's when you begin to read a lot. Oh, yada. You pile up books on your desk. Oh, when you finish physics, you get biology. When you finish biology, chemistry in one night. You are crazy. And you say, I'm working hard. Oh, man of God, pray for me, man of God, man of God, man of God. I believe you are from God. Whether I'm from God or not, if you don't study hard, you can pass. What are we supposed to do now? Divert from where it has always been to academics. Simple. I like that. Bless God for yourself. Clap hands for yourself.
Brought to you by Gospel of God's Grace Ministries. We are live from the Gospel of God's Grace Ministries in Kopong, Botswana.